Hello everybody, it's time. Time to come back to this freaking beautiful game. I'm really excited, but before that I'll just have to check something out real quick. Just turn off the I want to see, because I know the sound alerts for the gooseberries were broken a little bit. They didn't show up, so I want to see if they show up now. We'll see. Okay, they do work. There is no picture. I will make them a little smaller. But they do exist now. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now we can begin. Okay. Close this. Okay. The last time we did... I honestly don't remember what we did last time. But we'll figure something out. Ah, right, we stole a freaking tools. We didn't really steal them. The dude said like, oh, you can take them if you want. Oh my gosh. I can't make you guys see this. Yes. Because the game works weirdly. Okay, I have to change screen resolution to original for a sec. Because I honestly can't do anything. Capture specific window. Oh my gosh, it doesn't show. Oh. A hotkey. Equal. Okay, it works, nice. I'll just make it bigger for you. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Back and restore. Let's go. Yeah, last time we're supposed to call on the phone, right? He gave the jacket away straight away, but I've got the phone number of the tailor. Yeah, okay. Calling the tailor. Let's call her first. Nico, right?
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361
Wow,
Rosary.
this is a nice
Okay,
apartment.
I'll come over.
Wait, I
I
can't
was
call
used
the
to
tailor
working
then.
alone.
No.
But I had to admit, it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone. And fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which
Freaking
side?
Avengers
One
Secret
thing
War.
I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Okay, what? Wait, Carchon stone cylinder operated a mechanism. Okay, I've made an extremely stateroom. Okay, amazing. Carchon, the media hero, has a very nice. Strange guy called Plantard for. Oh wait, this is old. Wait, the story. Oh, I have to meet Plantard. Turns out the cafe has been blown up. Plantard is the latest victim of the costume killer. Will I be next? Met an American guy, George, who was cut in the blast. He's keen to find out what happened. I gave him my phone number. I hope that wasn't a mistake. Last thing I need is someone pestering me. George called. He has found some clues. I invited him. Okay. Now we're up to speed. What the freak is this?
It was a photograph of my father.
Ah.
The first one I
He
ever
looks
took.
like Superman.
With the first camera he ever bought me. No
the
messages for me.
You have no messages.
Somebody's freaking. Okay. Table. Oh my gosh.
My old table had seen better days. I was beginning to know how it felt.
What the freak is this song? Is this P.I. Bird from...
My first teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
What's up with these games and having teddy bears? I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's interesting.
No, I'm not giving up on you. 'Cause I feel like if we work it we'll make it through.
I wanted to listen to this song. What
The
the
box
freak?
was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
I take the box.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key.
Bruh.
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved. No. The box was one of the few things.
Okay. Wait.
The elephant on the lid.
Yeah, I know.
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
Like there's a hidden key part. I guess we can't do anything for now.
The box.
Okay. Yep, let's play the song again, because it just stopped. While I try to figure out stuff.
I really do not know where we are going, but I pray to
the
God
freak
that
are
we
the
are
songs?
gonna get there. Stay with me, don't leave me
No.
where you going. I can't be left alone out of my own hair. I think I know exactly what you're thinking, 'cause I think I feel the same way too.
Is this freaking copyrighted? Am I freaking in danger? I mean, I don't care.
Let's go to the
I was beginning to hate the phone. All it brought me was bad news. There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Hand in hand, finally, I was broke.
The cloth was embroidered.
Now I'm complete. I really
No.
do not
I
care where
had
we are
decrypted.
going.
Yeah, this it
As
take
long
credit.
as we're together, I do not care. Come back
No. The photograph showed Carchon smiling happily to camera, with a background of burning huts and death.
Okay, stop this stuff. No. I wanted to save some.
I really do not know where we are going, but I pray to God that we are gonna
The worst
get
thing is,
there.
I actually
Stay with me,
want
don't leave me
to
where
do
you
stuff, but like
going.
I want to
Can't be
also
left
listen to the
alone out of
song.
my own
It's
head.
just gonna be.
I think I know exactly what you think.
So let's see. Who the freak are you?
It was my neighbor, the so-called psychic.
Oh my gosh, these games are connected. This is freaking. This is alternate universe.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Who the freak is that? Is that my so-called cousin?
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Okay, that was random.
So, where had my pretty new cousin hidden her little bug, eh? I was going to have to search everywhere.
For sure not in the chest because it's locked, I guess.
My first teddy, undisturbed. No bugs there.
Table. Nothing?
No bug. Just a 20-year-old piece
Oh,
of
it's gonna
gum.
be useful. Take it. Why are you still looking? Oh, you can sit at the bench? What are you freaking doing? These animations are so long.
The phone was the obvious place to look for a bug, but this handset hadn't been opened for years. Besides, they would have just bugged the line.
The photo.
It was a photograph of... They hadn't...
Oh, they hadn't placed the bug, okay.
No messages for me. No one had hidden a bug on the machine.
Okay, so I guess it was in the chest. There's no one freaking else where I can check.
The box was one of the few things my father left me, but that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
Okay. Did you take it or
The box was carved.
did you take it?
The box... But that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
So what am I supposed to freaking
The box...
Can you
The
take it
elephant
then?
on the lid...
Or am I supposed to put it down and say, oh, that was where the bug was? Have kept me in surveillance, have chosen to not kill me. Yet, how about the costume killer? There's some kind of war going on. Okay, oh, it's here, okay.
Oh, chère cousine. You left me a little present. You shouldn't have.
Well, that's a freaking huge thing.
You don't scare me. Espèce de...
Did you just throw it into the trash can? I don't think that stops it from listening. Like, it was hidden in a freaking closed chest, so it heard you anyway, so like... You think I'm so confused what I'm supposed to do.
The box was cut.
No.
It was the.
I feel like the elephant.
It was the beautiful.
I'm gonna have to uncarve it or something like that. Okay, but the buggy's gotten rid of some. What now? It's phone call, the phone. Anyone to call?
There wasn't.
Let's talk to the neighbor now. Again, I guess.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
The woman who claimed to be my cousin. Could you describe her again?
Well, she was your height, her hair lighter than yours, but otherwise she was very like you. But with impeccable manners, of course.
I bet. What do you think of this carving?
It's nice, but I wouldn't flash it around this neighborhood.
Take a
What?
look at this cloth.
It looks expensive. Did you steal it?
Yes,
Well, no, of course not.
me, I did.
Do you know anything about this boat ticket?
No, mademoiselle. I am not a tourist office.
Okay.
I don't suppose you.
My beautiful grandmother was a cryptologist for the resistance. But all I inherited were her good looks.
It wouldn't be sensible to let her. Ever seen a safe key like this?
In my business, I don't come across many safes.
What do you make of this message?
It will take you on a journey that begins where it ends. In laughter and in tears, in sadness and
Why
in
does
joy.
that mean I'm gonna
You got all
end up
that
in
from
the
this
Gershon base?
No, it's from a song I heard it
Oh,
on the
okay.
radio this morning.
Okay.
What do you think of my hair clip?
Very nice. One day I might be able to afford one of those, mademoiselle.
No.
No.
I took this
Okay.
stone cylinder from a safe.
Interesting. Let me give you a word of advice.
Don't tell what to freak.
If you ever want to know what is written on it, you should smear it with paint and
Thanks.
then roll it on
This is a
paper.
guide to freaking...
What?
It's a gift, mademoiselle. I never question it.
Wow, I already did that though.
What do you think of this shell case?
I think whoever stopped that one must have a sore bottom.
What?
Au revoir.
Am I supposed to go? Oh, I can go, okay. What the freak, can I just go around the entire Paris? Ruggieri, Café de la Chandelier de Berthe, Harshon Residence. So I'm guessing I'm here. Cafe and Carshon. Wow. Speed at which they go is insane.
I didn't need to call. It was the kind of ancient phone beloved of French workmen. I was surprised they still use them.
Will you go inside this freaking place?
The door was locked.
Okay. Oh, they're fixing. Hello, Mario.
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends.
Oh.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
I love how the game doesn't even tell you who the freak these people are. I mean, I know,
Have
but
the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
okay.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing
Okay.
about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your
Exactly.
best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Did I just freaking finesse the
The
guy?
police have
By
removed the
mistake?
body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Just freaking wow. Oh hello, bottle of friends.
It was a brandy bottle.
Take.
Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
I thought you'd take it at least. No. So what am I? Did I just get this? Nothing. We might just use something. I love her freaking. Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Some journalists drink.
Yeah, sure, but I thought maybe it would be useful for something. You know. Why can't I go here then? Guess nothing.
Hey, what were you doing in there?
Oh, just checking the light for your photo?
Ah, of course.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
I need to take some more pictures.
of course. Just give me a...
Hello?
Yeah, I
Yes?
thought this was a different person.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
So you are.
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other. He
Oh,
used
so
to
you are
say.
brothers. Okay.
He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Okay.
Do you like this coffee?
It's the kind of thing you pick up for a couple of euros at Les Puces de Saint-Ouen.
Wow.
He wouldn't be interested. Have you ever seen anything like this?
What do you think I am? A plumber?
I'm freaking. What?
What do you think of my
I mean, you
shell
kinda look
case?
like a plumber.
Are you in the scrap business?
Of course not.
Pity. I've got some rubbish just like that I need to get rid of.
Would you like this hair clip?
What do you take me for? Some kind of a
Yes.
pervert?
Wow. Freaking next level of a pervert, I guess. Wow.
You see this ticket?
Are you trying to bribe me?
No.
I don't blame you, of course. Good-looking fella like me.
Every NPC is amazing in this game.
Take a look at this.
I don't like laissez hankies. They
Let's
scratch
see
my
hankies.
nose.
I can see how that must be a problem for you.
Your nose is ginormous.
Would you recognize this?
That is the key to a safe. A Warren special, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Do you know this man?
He looks like a nasty piece of work. I had an uncle who was with the fascists, but we never talk about him.
What happened to him?
How should I know? We never talk about him.
Wow.
He wouldn't be interested.
Okay.
Look at this secret message.
Look at
Very
this secret
nice.
message.
But it's not secret now, is it? It's just a message.
Based.
Au revoir.
Yeah, that's it for here, I guess. There's still that poopy head alley. Will you go to the sewers now?
There might have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a sewer key.
Wow. Chad is way better than you, Nicole. I'm sorry, but
I need some clue to where I should go next.
Cachon resistance. Oh,
just your average modern art retaining wire.
Let's talk to this guy.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour,
Oh my
mademoiselle.
gosh, what the
Can
fuck
I
is
ask
this
what you're
face?
doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and heinous crime.
Yeah, this statue. Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement, a comment upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
What?
Not a crime, then.
The only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Cachon.
No. How dramatic.
I know. Here in this very building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Cachon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice, a young female journalist. Even as we speak, she is being hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently.
What?
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Cachon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
How was Monsieur Cachon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad,
Joker, okay.
or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it. In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Let me just stop.
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
What do you think of my elephant?
A poor piece, to be honest. Derivative. Crude. Forget about.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
Temple.
I was just wondering where I should stick it.
Somewhere that doesn't get much light?
That's just what I was thinking.
Wow. The secret
Ever
message?
see symbols like these?
Only at the bottom of a bottle, mademoiselle. Ha! You see what I did there? I always find a little humor breaks the ice at a crime scene. Don't you agree?
What?
Ever seen one of these?
Not since I was a boy. My father taught me how to whittle using a metal cylinder like that.
I bet that kept you quiet.
Indeed it did. I never talked to him again. He died before I finished.
Oh. That's sad.
Take a look at this shell case.
My God! This must be from the gun that killed him.
Are
I mean,
you sure?
this.
I think it is from an army field gun.
Ah, yes, of course. The size, that's the giveaway, isn't it?
I think it is from the gun. I just picked it up somewhere. I don't even remember where. I think in the mansion for sure, but like...
I'd be crazy to show him. No.
No.
No. I knew better than to show him his... What do you think of this pretty cloth?
Wait a minute. What is this? I have seen this before.
Not the key, but this
where?
sure.
Of course. Now I remember. At my dear grandmama's. Bless her little dressing table.
Nice.
What do you think of this boat ticket?
Mademoiselle, if you think taking me on a boat trip down the Seine is going to get me into bed with you, then you are mistaken. I have been trained to resist women offering boat tickets.
Very specific.
And men, too. We are up to date on gender issues, you know.
Based.
How would you like a nice hair clip like this?
I must warn you, mademoiselle, that I have been trained to resist.
Super advanced. This is just a freaking paperclip, guys.
Why wouldn't mine?
He was a...
You must be quite an aficionado.
Au contraire.
Oh, really? How was Monsieur?
He was shot.
Why was he?
I have my...
Oh,
Or
how long?
all my life.
It should.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please do not finger the wires. They are
What did
hard-tensed
you say?
titanium-coated wires, especially imported from Birmingham, in England.
This guy was either into art or wire, or both.
If they were to become freed, this superb piece of kinetic engineering would topple and fall. At the same time, the force of the recoil would take your eye out.
Oh. Can I climb it at least?
I would be obliged if you did not touch the art, mademoiselle.
Can I kill him? I think I can. I mean, maybe I could give him a bottle. I hate that it moves me here instead of here. That he's correcting his hair automatically.
Hello.
Hello.
Bit late.
I'm
I love how he has to turn around since it
You're
is
doing
Damn
here.
exact.
Well,
Oh,
the police have.
We pick the bottle now.
Some journalists.
Wait. Oh. That's the second item.
Oops, stupid thing.
What?
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Okay. Find the pipes. Let's go here.
Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Now I'd seen it in the mirror, I could make out something behind the pipes.
So let's see.
Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Can we see it?
On the pouch was inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh my freaking gosh. I'm gonna die.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie. Another coded message using... So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
Has been written using a substitution cipher. This means that a different symbol has been used to represent each. Guys, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Because that means it's the same code and I haven't written that down. I guess, I mean at this point I think I should just open a second one just so. So, broken sword on cipher key. Just so it doesn't take that much. Okay, I can't find it, so I guess we're just gonna figure it out ourselves. Okay, whatever, we're gonna just try to solve it ourselves, like gods again. Okay, there are double letters. What could be a double letter next to each other? A lot could be. Okay, let's think. I guess I could just check the votes. But still it's gonna be harder. I have to think. Only me. No, none of these, okay. Was this A? I think there is not enough A for that. Was this A? Freak.
There was nothing of it.
Let's get up. Let's do it like this.
Another code. So,
Man, there is another one though. two A's next to each other makes sense? Not really. I don't think there are a lot of A's next to each other. He does, though. This is one word. Okay. There's a lot of this, but is this an A? Wait. There's a lot of more sentences. And that makes sense. And no, S. Okay, this is S. Because AC, this I think it's an S. And tent. That makes sense. And okay, let's think. I think this might have been A. The worst is the beginning. The more letters I get, the easier it will get. I could get like easy words, but all of them are like pretty long. Wait, could this be A? No, that's not much A. I'm worried that if I take the like hint, it will just solve most of it. What the freak? Who was the note addressed to? Carchon. I don't know how you write Carchon. Carchon. K-R-sz-on. 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 No, this is not Carchon. Who the freak is it then? Who was the note addressed to? Plantard? L-A-N-T-A-R-D. Could be. What is the freaking symbol? Freaking blind. Plant. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Plant. Planter. Planter. Plantard. Okay, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't. Oh, because I wrote planted wrong. Okay, this still looks right. Plantard. Okay, this makes very sense. This is the weirdest word I see. What's that? That's like not gonna help me.
Another
Templars?
coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Cauchon.
Okay, freak. Tarczon. Tarczon. No. No. Okay, one more hint, because it's just tricky. Okay, so I was right. It is Plantard, okay. Just the rest looked weird, that's why I kinda... Le... Planty... A... R... Plantard. Trail. Pierre. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got this now. I didn't really need hint. I guess I didn't know it was addressed to Plantard, so I kinda needed a hint that Pierre. Oh. Will. Now, okay. Allowed, okay. Followed, because I already have A. For trail. Pierre. Okay, Name. Could it be name? No, because I already have N. Worried. Worries. Think worries. Help worries. From? Oh, murdered. Okay. Murderer. Must try from Arno and will come. What? Free. Oops. For us now. He. Have. Murder must have followed trail from Arno and I don't remember her name. He must be. Vigilant. Here. And. Killed. Oh, killed. Here killed. Here killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada.
Plantard. Pierre killed.
Oh my
The
god, this
murderer
music
must
scared me.
have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Cauchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Interesting. Decrypted this message. It was planted to Imelda. She clearly was part of the organization. The front was a complete sham. She once planted that the murderer would come after warns. Okay, it's warns. Planter must have really wanted to tell me or show me something. Can we take the bottle now?
Some journalists.
Okay, not really.
Hey!
Oh, you were
Well,
doing your
camera.
hair.
Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Hello. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Based. I don't know
The
what this...
artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that, okay.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Iledalic City, an hour later. Oh. Oh, freak. Oh, it's just open. That's suspicious.
Moving a skiff would only damage it more.
Oh. Okay. But I forgot what the freak did I do here? I put something under. Wait, no, I remember, okay. I just want to say this is like 5 people have to do this. Oh, is somebody here? Or did I just forget to turn on the light? Yes, I just forgot. Let's go. Let's open this.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Okay, let's check this. Okay, some papers. What
The
is this?
folders were empty. Someone had removed anything that they thought could be incriminating. A photograph had been torn up.
Okay, are we gonna freaking glue it up now?
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Okay. A photograph has been torn into many fragments which must be arranged, okay? To move a fragment with the mouse, when the pointer turns into a hand, click and press the mouse to drag the fragment. Fragments must have arranged so that the whole of the photograph fits within the available space, okay? No. Start from the sides. No, not this yet. This. Oh my gosh, this whole photograph is big. I guess because this is the other half of that photograph that Chanson, or however his name was, has. I only have really the right side of the picture. The left is already done. Hold on. Here?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It can't be.
It's your daddy. I mean, this is like the freaking most obvious plot twist I expected. Like honestly, this is the one plot twist that I expected from the beginning, since I got like the left half of the photo.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
Yes.
Papa? Oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Good. Hello? I mean Chad. That's why I forgot. Later that afternoon. But she did give me her. He gave the jacket away. I've got the number. Oh, okay. I got it. And your epic items.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious.
Uh,
Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Base. What?
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Formidable.
Do you
The Joker
recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
The funny nose, no?
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a
Nothing.
very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
I've changed my mind.
I
Will you
changed
tell
my mind.
fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My oh my, what a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Interesting.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
You die?
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
I mean, the future, saying the future is very, like, vague. Because, like, yeah, sure, you might have a future till tomorrow, right? That's still a future. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check something really quick. Okay. Back.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Ah,
Yikes.
then I don't want
Thanks
any.
for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
Wow.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
Okay, sure.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Wow.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
Wow.
The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle
What the
nudge.
freak?
It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Why are you
How
telling me
long
this?
has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Okay.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
Oh.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Yeah, she's not even that
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
good.
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart.
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
What?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Okay, let's go. With the junkie walk.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Ah, that's why I was supposed to freaking do
Hi.
this.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
On the couch or in this freaking wheelchair. Whoop.
A
Oh
beer?
my gosh.
And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My
Oh,
editor
wow.
told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings.
It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some
Almost.
sort of
If I'm a
conspiracy.
freaking
The
secret
police in 3
underground
different
and
countries have kept very quiet about
freaking
the
base.
murders.
The press don't connect them at all.
They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Just put
This
on the
is the
table.
tool I used to get into the sewers.
Wow.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do.
Wow.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Oh.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George.
It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a
Wow.
costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
And these animations of them freaking putting it on the... Like, instead of giving it to each other, they do this like, here, look at this. Wow, it looks interesting. I'm gonna take it. Wow, there is something inside. Okay, here, take this. I'm gonna... Here, check this out. Okay, I'm gonna take it back. Like, what? Why not just give it to her? Here, look at this. Instead it's like, boom. Here,
I found this tissue
freaking
down the sewer.
somebody's snot.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
I'm gonna keep it.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the
Speaking face
concierge,
that he
he
does
recognized it
share
right
is
away.
amazing.
It's very distinctive, all right.
Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George.
It's an enlargement I made.
No thanks.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
I just wanted to say, what the
Scar in
freak
shape
is this?
Of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
I wanted to say it's more of a moon.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Oh, wow. The
Tell
Joker.
me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his
Baron.
money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom.
Imagine it. Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician.
Oh.
He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
Well,
A
this
snowman, a
sounds a
penguin,
lot
and now
more
a clown.
exciting than
I
a
had
clown,
been
though.
about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
Okay.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
I wonder if George will be like, if not in this game, I wonder if in the next games George will be more connected to, like, because I know he's in the next games because they're on like the freaking on Steam pages. They're like, I bought the first 3 games because it was cheaper to just buy them all together. But like, and he was on the covers on Steam, like in screenshots. But like, I'm curious if he's gonna be like involved in stuff later on, because for now it feels like he's just a random character. Like Nicole, I knew was involved the moment like her father knew Kershon. So like the freaking 10 minutes in, or 5. I knew she was like important, of course.
Tell me more about yourself.
But just a
There's
random dude
nothing
for
much
now.
to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Wow.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind.
It's
Papa
gonna
was
end
all
up
I
that they're
needed.
freaking
4 years
like
later, he died in a plane crash.
stabbed
Oh, I'm
siblings
sorry.
or something.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Nice.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas,
That
paper.
sucks.
Most of
That's
my year turned to
bad.
minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Making fun of what?
I have to go.
Okay. I'll see you later.
I love the freaking quality. Quality just disappears sometimes with the freaking sound. Visit Nico. Turns out her editor spiked the story. Seems some important guys are being assassinated by clowns and penguins. Okay, inside the clown's nose, the name, great lead. Because sharp. When I showed her the material, she gave me a photograph she took at the scene. It shows a man wearing trousers. Tak.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
She's not...
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt
This
it.
is director's cut, so probably some dialogue was added to like later, because this game is like 1999, I think.
Do you recognize the man in
Regina,
this photograph?
this is the director's
Oh,
cut.
what
So.
a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
He's a killer.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur.
Let's just go. Ruggieri passed the depot. Oh, he has because he can't go to Cachon because he doesn't know. The cafe, past the police. Let's go here first. What the freak are
The
you?
policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
Yeah, I see. RAM doesn't work, I hate this. It doesn't want to. If they're not
Excuse
working,
me.
Not so
why
fast.
not all of them?
I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
What? I mean, sure, but what?
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dipstick.
It's a deep stick.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur, I do not. I have no memory for faces.
Proposes.
I found this red nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right. The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
Okay.
I found this tissue.
Aye. What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah. And that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you are doing with your life, monsieur.
Freak you.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say? He's not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him?
Massage,
I have a choice
yes.
of blue
I want to
or
leave a
black
massage
pen.
for him.
I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to
I
him?
mean, if
Yes,
he's free.
please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not
What?
even his kids.
No.
Ah, bien. He's not here, monsieur. He
That
is
makes
with
sense,
Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Oh, what are we
Thank you
talking
for your
about?
help, officer.
What's this?
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant.
You could at least tell me the name,
It was a
because maybe,
public telephone.
it's important, but I guess we will also know. Well,
Hello?
Karin.
Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Wow, wow,
thank
what a
God.
freak.
I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
The Joker? The freaking this thing,
Do you know a guy called
smug guy.
Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you,
Blood?
I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar
What the
won't be
freak?
coming home.
This
You
freaking
forgot the
trying
puppy.
to
huh?
guilt
The
trip the guy.
faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
I love this so much. Like, I just freaking guilt trip this guy, and he's like, dude, I don't
What
know
do you
you.
know about the clown who bombed the Café de la
Sounds
Chandelle
so
Vert?
freaking
I don't
stupid.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Love this.
Did you make a suit for a man with a scar on his face? A scar in the shape of a crescent moon?
Maybe,
Or
maybe not.
Tell me where I can find him
croissant.
and I'll leave you alone.
And if I don't,
I won't leave you alone.
I can't tell you anything unless you give me his name.
John Crescent Moon. Crescent. Yeah, I have nothing
Thanks
to say.
for
Bye.
nothing, Todrick.
I love how this guy like didn't know anybody and like it's, thanks for nothing, Todd. Like he's freaking the serial killer and like just freaking what? Oh, a flamingo, or is it an ostrich? There's a swan. There's a parrot with a mohawk. A unicorn cow? Unicow? Okay. Bear from freaking Yakuza 5. Okay. Monkey.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
What's with this game and such
It was an
specific
antique
freaking
phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
comparisons? Boom, let's play. Wow. The freaking
The guy's... he looked... Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere.
What's happening?
I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
This.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Interesting.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell.
What's
that.
happening?
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of
Cream
Thespian
of the
accoutrement.
Have you
crop, I
sold
guess.
any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Toucan?
Do you recognize this man?
Toucans.
Ah oui?
What?
He was
I
here
didn't
this
see.
morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I
Oh,
remember
I
the
just got a
scar
new
on
info.
his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He
What?
gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Can't. Okay.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Thanks
Okay,
for your
thank
help,
you.
buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Let's see.
Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Gonna freaking electro. Yeah, I knew it. It's freaking. Wow.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never
It's
saw the
freaking
funny
the
side of
Joker.
electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do
Oh,
I need a
thank you.
license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Okay, thank you. Tygodnik z fotografii bot, okay. Can.
It was the shake and shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume
This
shop.
is gonna be useful for something. I don't know for what yet. And oh, we don't have to go back anymore. Okay, good to know. Pick wrong place. No, why am I going to the? Ah, because I wanted to call. Let's call.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes. I
Khan,
remember
Khan,
him.
you remember
Yes,
him?
I
Oh, also somebody
delivered
came
the
back.
suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know.
Bye.
Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Don't tell that the freaking phone. That's so freaking funny to me. Hello, is there anybody that I can talk
Sergeant
to?
Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart,
Oh.
n'est-ce pas?
I
That's
didn't even
correct.
notice that
You remember me.
Okay.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure. What do you suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moo?
It looks like something an obstetrician would use, monsieur.
It was with tools like this that the clown made his escape.
I don't understand.
He opened up the hole and disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
If you say so, monsieur.
Wow.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as
That
evidence.
face that is just like.
Certainly
Huh.
not, monsieur.
Do
Can
you
you smell this?
recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
Can I freaking? I'm scared of losing this.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his
So
grease
angry.
paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Oh, easy.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantar.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you
think
can
there's
help
something
us
hidden
is to
behind it.
go home, monsieur.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes.
I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Okay.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Okay.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
That ain't saying what it was about.
Very well.
Can't we talk in your office? You have to go here.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental
Nice.
classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
What?
I've been
That's
taken
freaking
off the
speed.
case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Wait a second, guys. I have to check something really quick. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, everything seems okay. Yeah, okay.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
No.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Okay, that's it then.
So long, Inspector.
What's this warrant though? Because I feel it's important.
See you later, Sergeant. It was just some police...
Okay, Hotel Ubu. Right back, guys. I have to. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I can freaking kill her.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
He's gotten so
Okay,
into it.
okay. I get the picture.
He's gotten so into this
I
freaking joke.
have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Wow. It's like, oh my gosh. Listen, there's this freaking practical joke, and I can't believe this. Believe it exists? Haha, ha. Let's go to the hotel.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
What? Let's save. Let's see our progress amount. Wow, it's oh my god, guys. I think we pretty much just finished the game. Look, I think it's 13. But like, break. Why is it? What? I mean, sure. No, we got like, oh my god, progress bar is broken, so we don't know.
That is... Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you
Wait
recognize
a second, I have to check something.
Okay then.
No, it's fine. Okay.
No, I don't.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose?
Have you ever seen a nose?
Nope.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
Ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Oh.
Shake my hand.
Can I kiss this guy?
Oh, rats.
He just wants to freaking do the joke.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't.
Just
Don't tell me I
stop.
missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
What?
You ever
My
meet a
freaking
guy called
listen.
Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
What? I don't understand. Chad's mindset is just freaking
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
incompressed.
That ain't
has to go
nobody
to
I
me.
know.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
What is... Who the freak is this guy?
The guy looked just like a weasel.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah?
This goes to my Curse Smart collection. This goes to my Curse Smart collection. Okay, I have to save this. This is very important. So... Okay. Now we can continue. Whoop. Okay.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
But what the freak was that?
Do you
Is that a
recognize
goat?
the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
I love... He stops saying stuff and then there's like a freaking pause. Nothing's happening. And then, okay.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared
Leave
with.
it.
You are sick. Very sick.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
I will make the joke
I'm
at
looking
something.
for a clown. Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Oh my freaking wonder.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you, I don't know it.
Okay, these guys are useless. I was going to say.
The woman
So
was
many people.
obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Okay.
I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
What? Okay, let's talk to everybody.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can
This is
I
how
do for
British
you?
women look.
I'm looking
Just
for a
go
man.
home.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George.
Yeah, I'm
Is there
freaking
any way
confused.
I
What
can
are
help
you
you?
freaking telling me? Are you saying these strange things because you're a standing?
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
What?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's
Big brain.
right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious
That's right.
killer.
Ah,
That's right.
Mr. Merlin, perchance.
What?
That's him.
What?
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no
Who's
shrinking
speaking woman?
violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
What is this
I
one?
just couldn't bring myself to use the buzzer on this dear lady. Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets.
Uh,
That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
oh, but
Are
he's
you here in
Italian.
Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
Claudia?
I'm not, he was my husband.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
You met
What
Merlin?
happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has
This
cleft
guy?
my bosom.
They couldn't really
Bosom.
miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined
What
it
the
should
freak am I
be.
listening
The
to?
intimacy of candlelight. Romantic music tinkling across the room. And then, a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Wow. Why am I listening? This is so long.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
I knew it. Okay, that's okay. Freaking knew.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Nice.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Okay.
Are you sure you saw?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Who's this woman and why is
I'd sure like to get my
she's so
hands on
helpful?
whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase.
Just imagine seeing her in the next game. So.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search
Yes.
his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Okay, that's it. Let's save. He's been toying with her affection. Brave man, she's after her revenge. But the most fantastic and insane English woman, Lady Piermont. Recognize the photo of Khan. Okay, this is just stuff that we know. Let's save. Maybe that fixed it. Also, what the freak is this? The summer was over. What are these? Papa had to leave. We had no idea what was about to happen. No fear for the future. No warning. What are the... When did I get these? And how do I have the second one but not the first one? No, it won't fix the freaking percentage. Is it 51%? 51.3? That's what the game means. I don't expect this to be long.
Didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's freaking his face here.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
Because he's my lover.
I'm a private detective. What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our
Good.
streets are
Oh my
mime
gosh, that's a freaking perfect
Sounds like heaven.
world. Freaking Joker face is so scary.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Wow.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Wow.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men?
I
I've
about one.
seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that.
Okay.
You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Okay.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
No.
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Tells me stuff. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
But yeah, I also don't want to see you again.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
Okay.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
What are you freaking saying?
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
You're right, I am.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
Alias
I
Khan.
told you.
Khan,
I
Khan.
cannot tell you that.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Nah, I can go to this.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand.
Wow.
Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh no. What the freak is this?
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
Maybe it's a rich
You
guy.
say so. Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
Operation scar?
You won't
What
find a
kind of
more unique
operation?
ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more
I didn't want to show you that my scar.
identification.
Rats. Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I'd noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar.
Okay.
It was the register of guests staying at the hotel. The clerk wore a disdainful expression like he'd been born with it. There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Merlin.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
No. Wait a second, I have an idea. Okay. English woman, can you help me?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Did I show you?
Yes.
Let's go up. Room 21. 22.
The sign on the door read 20.
What is this?
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. The sign on the door. The door.
Lock this one.
The door.
The door was locked.
The sign on.
Okay. Okay.
Hello again. This is a.
That is just one.
Thanks for
thank you.
Good.
Exit.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your
Okay.
problem?
No problem. If you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Wow, it's freaking speedrun.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our
Okay.
apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
So you are
You
in the
want I
freaking
should
gangster.
break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Okay. Sassy. What is this? Why is there a hunt here? This place is random. Can I leave this place? Like, can I? Doesn't look like it.
Hi, man.
Hello.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Thank you. Did they take anything? No. I'm gonna warn
Hello.
everybody.
Thanks for your...
Good.
Okay, I guess not. I talk to this guy about them.
What now?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
Complaining.
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is
But it's in front of
hardly
your
my
building.
responsibility.
I would think it would be to you. No?
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Can buy it?
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Okay. Wait.
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin,
Real.
the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Yes.
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I cannot help.
Okay.
I insist you...
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests as well. He has toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel! Are there no depths to which
I
he
don't
will
know
not
if you're
sink?
sarcastic or not.
Precisely. He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as
Maybe.
3 times. With your help.
Maybe
I just
3
might
times.
be
I'm
able to
not
stop
sure.
him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
Okay. Are you mayhaps Dutch? Are you the one that belongs to the...
Hello again.
No.
Thanks.
Good.
Can you help me? I really feel like
Hi, ma'am.
you will be the one to
Hello,
help me. Yes.
Would you distract the clerk while
Yes.
I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes.
Oh no, it's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into
I want
that
to
room?
punch.
It's next to the
I
room
won't.
the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
Yes.
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Okay, let's go. Let's freaking do this. I knew she would help me. Oh my gosh, she doesn't look good. Better when she freaking was sitting.
I say!
That's freaking quiet. He just went down.
Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Okay. He's going...
Over to you, my dear.
Boom. Speedrun. Let's check the
There was no, but the name in...
Okay. Freaking walk. Okay, let's go.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Wow. It's beautiful. Let's see. I think it might be like point. It's like, oh, it fixed. No, it's not yet. Okay.
It was a massive mahogany wardrobe.
Nice room. Are we gonna see something?
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Okay. Just gonna check something really quick. Sorry guys, I'm checking constantly. Microphone seems like it works fine. Okay. Let's check this. What the freak is this?
A cabinet stood beside the bed. The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Interesting. Let's open. We're gonna get through the window. That's what I expected to do the first time I heard about this room. Want the key to this room? Oh my gosh. Okay.
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
Okay, I feel like
the closet was a solid.
we should check the closet first because I feel like the pillow will have the thing.
The closet was a solid.
No. You think the thing is there? Or I guess not.
The bed was.
Check this first.
The cabinet had no.
Okay.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay, let's check under the pillow. Oh?
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty. The closet was a... The closet was a solid impression.
What are two closet freaking buttons?
The closet. The closet. The closet was a... The closet.
Hmm? Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm confused because I feel like there is something inside, but whatever.
It was Khan. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Okay. Oh wow. How did he go in?
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me. I didn't usually spy on men getting changed. But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
This is so funny to me that he had like the top of the suit, but he had to change the pants. Okay, don't take the pants.
A strip along the side seam of the pants had been unpicked, then sewn back up with strong thread and a special stitch. I couldn't do that. I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants.
What?
There was nothing in the pocket. I flipped the pants over.
Oh.
I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end. I found nothing in the pocket. I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
Yeah, let's read it.
I turned the pants over again. I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Okay. We have a few new stuff.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut. It was the card I'd...
Okay. I think that's it. We just looked over everything we could from the pants. I think he logged it, did he? No, he did not.
It was the card I'd...
Can I use it on this guy?
What now, Monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that.
Oh, wow.
A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Do you recognize this?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation...
Wow, everybody's
I
so
won't stop
freaking
you.
okay with anything I do. This game, and it's kind of surprising. Like, I legit like this guy. Like, I'm a secret guy, a secret investigator. Listen, I cannot tell you anything, but like, I am a secret guy. You're gonna freaking search me over.
Hold it, search me.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Oh, I know. Oh, you're gonna want that thing that was in the freaking safe, so I'm gonna have to throw it down here, I guess. I think. I really can't leave this place. I'm missing a spot where I can walk.
Hello again. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Do you...
No.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you recognize...
No.
Okay,
Thanks.
the picture, but the picture helps nobody.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
This is the key to...
That's next to the room taken.
Yes,
Yes.
and it's vacant.
Really? How convenient.
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Yeah. I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
It's probably not.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Oh my gosh, we're doing this again. Okay, let's freaking go. Let's go, this woman is insane. I think she's the agent, and like she told this guy to like pretend to be an agent.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but...
What's the problem?
He isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
Is it though?
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything,
What?
shoot him,
Wait.
George.
My
What?
pleasure, Lady
Wait,
Piermont.
what the fuck is happening?
One moment, please.
You know,
Is
I
she
haven't
really?
enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà,
This-
monsieur.
this lady is
Le
insane.
manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Okay, I'm freaking scared now.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar.
Okay, I have to drop it. I feel like I have to drop it because like, wait. Because they're gonna search me up. I feel like this is the thing that they want to get found. Can I drop some stuff? I can.
knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Let's hope it stays there. But yeah, this is how I thought. Yeah, because they want something specific, and that's the thing they wanted probably. Let us save. How much percentage do you have? 31. Nice. Okay.
Hold it, search.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay.
Let him go. Okay, let's go. Let's take the parchment. Let's freaking go.
If the manuscript was
I love
what
this
Black
freaking
and
music.
Guido were after,
I found out
they were
something.
going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
She's just sitting here doing nothing. She's even thinking about stuff or something at least. And this?
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Might
What
be.
are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Exactly. What?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, people.
Well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Based.
Do you have a boyfriend?
He's actually
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while Grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Okay.
I found this in the killer's room.
Boom, boom.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
Yes.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
No, sadly not. It's this.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Oh, a cutscene war? War?
This guy, named Hughes the Pagan,
Wow.
arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez.
Okay,
so
fine.
the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Okay, sure.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Look there, two guys.
Yes.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Wow.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
Broken
The
sword?
only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Wow.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Interesting.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin.
I can't read it anyway.
Disciplinum mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
Oh.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these
In the
things.
most
Who do
monotone
you
way you
suggest?
can.
Indiana Jones?
Yes.
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I
What?
suppose.
I don't know
Far
who's
from
this game
it.
for.
Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
Thanks.
Are you sure you've
Positive.
Didn't even give me screenshots.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't.
Okay, sure. Not even reading this because this is just useless. We're gonna have to be ending in a second, so maybe let's think. Should we go anywhere or should we stop here? This is the new museum. Yes, this is the new place. Okay, we can exit, so I guess there will be useful stuff around. But maybe okay. Let's do a little bit more, and we're gonna end. So this is the same guy
The
again.
attendant had an air of self-importance.
No, it's someone else.
And the kind
okay.
of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
Bosom.
A metal
Oh, is
rod
this the
attached
tripod?
to the wall was connected to the window. Pardon me?
Oui, monsieur?
From behind.
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
What the frick is this toddler?
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if
What?
I am not mistaken.
No.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
Well, I guess. This nose?
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
I wish it was like, no, he won't know or something. And no, I don't think so.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Or at least keep it funny, because like a lot of those are like, no, I don't think so. And then there are like others, I don't want to do it to
Would
him.
you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Okay.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Lobino.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Interesting.
Thanks for your help.
Whatever that was.
A metal rod attached to...
Oh! Ooh! This is the tripod. Magical tripod.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm the only
I'm sorry,
person
I was
here.
excited.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No, no.
Okay.
Wow, this guy sucks. A sarcophagus.
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Oh.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Okay, I see what.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
God, are you freaking what? But okay, I think I need to click this. I feel like I have to distract the guy, but like, I'm gonna go close that.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
I have a new thing to check.
The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Watch out! You'll have that done on top of us!
He says it's so funny, I don't know. Wait, he's gonna say, what the freak are you doing or something?
Attention!
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar
Oh, I
opened
would
up
eat a
across the
freaking burger.
street.
I just
The
freaking...
Laughing
This
Buffalo.
guy just
So
made me
what's the
want a
problem?
burger.
They cook their burgers
It's the same
on
as...
charcoal
I
grill.
think this game also
And the
made
fat
me want a
falls
chocolate
at the
last time.
open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Nice, okay. Let's have to... Okay, do it now. I'm at least glad it's not extremely precise. He's just gonna walk to it and then it's when I'm supposed to click this, I think. That didn't help. I'm supposed to do it, I don't know.
The totem pole looked
Okay.
Watch out!
Okay.
What?
The case contained...
What?
Okay.
Hey, no.
What's wrong?
You must not enter the exhibits.
I'm sorry.
Did he just stop caring about this? We'll see. Maybe I just don't wait long enough.
Watch out!
Let's leave. Hello?
Excuse me.
What do you...
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
That's a double-line Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip.
What?
Now, that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila,
You
and
have a
Slough.
freaking professional freaking god here.
No. I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
Me.
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Oh.
Is Ross...
Okay, yes, he is.
Yes,
I want to meet him.
It's Toba.
Okay. I do have graffiti on your freaking desk, by the way.
Hi, Inspector. Remember... Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu.
Okay, wait a second, I'm just gonna check something. Seems okay, everything seems alright, fine. Okay. Let's go.
Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers? But of course, monsieur. Their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them, unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That shook his cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously
looks
a great
like a Templar.
admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobard.
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars. Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
So long, Inspector.
Okay, I just bullied the inspector. Okay.
See you later.
Can't somebody? No. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi. I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No, he wasn't there.
Let's sit down on this freaking chair again.
Let's take a...
No, I don't need to. Wait, I do.
There's a guy with between them.
Hey, quit. You have to look through everything.
There's but the through.
Okay.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marne.
I have heard of Loch Marne. I read an article about the castle.
Okay, music, stop.
Take a look for
Chill
yourself.
down. I don't hear anything.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Oh.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marne. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marne must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pegram's dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marne?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Oh my gosh. Really?
Have you found out any more about the murders?
I mean, I guess
Well,
it
it may be nothing, but both the
I mean, I
crime
also
victims
don't know where
visited
every
Paris
freaking
earlier
country
this
is
year.
placed, but
Well,
Ireland
the
is pretty
second
obvious
week of
for me.
July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Okay.
I have to go.
Okay.
I have to go. There's literally nothing else. Let's speak to this person.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Would you like to shake my hand?
No. I wouldn't. I can see the
Oh.
future, remember?
Wow.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing. There's no such place as the Club à la Moute in Paris.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me anything about this security pass?
I can tell it doesn't belong to you.
How come?
Give me some credit. If you're an electrician, I'll eat my antirhythms.
You're a remarkably talented lady. See you later.
Okay,
That's
good.
right,
Good to
monsieur,
confirm that
you
it's a lady. Because I wasn't sure. Let's freaking go to freaking... Wow. I didn't expect that I could just do this. Okay. We're going to freaking Ireland. A few hours later, okay.
I passed the castle on the way into Lochmarne. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
This doesn't look good. Freaking CGI train. Bus. Well, I guess this is a good place to end. It's also a funny place to end. We just freaking went to Ireland. Okay. Or should we go for a little more? I guess I can go a little longer. Wait a second, guys. I think I might be ending then. Okay, yeah, let's end now. It's pretty late. Boom. Wait, did I save? I did. 35%. That's nice progress. I didn't expect for us to go to Ireland, so that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna end now. Yeah, I think it's a good spot because like we went to Ireland now for some unknown reason. Zero clue why. I mean, I know why because plot, but like, but you know what I mean. It's kind of funny. But okay. Thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna play Yakuza 5 tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. So, tomorrow Yakuza. Maybe also get a cake. Maybe we'll start with the demo, get a cake, and with the rest of the time we'll go Yakuza. We'll see. And yeah, this was fun. No, I don't think it was as funny as the first stream of this game, but it's just because there were less like cutscenes. But the dialogue was great, and I had my fun. So yeah. Oops. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye.